Right, for good RNG. So you're telling me I had to just basically just keep casting spells until... I can't even do... yeah, I'm guessing you don't even do chains or any buffs even. Because you don't have time for that. If you have more party members, maybe, but... Hey, Ice Cream, thank you for the host. This fucking boss. I've been stuck on this boss all stream. Just like in Saga Re-Universe. Two bosses, or bosses have 2 turns, often spam disabling status effects on the entire party. Oh, what fun. Sounds like a blast. Yeah, just let me put it this way. Imagine a boss that does more than like half to even more than half your health and damage, has opportunities to get not 2, but 3 turns in a row to move, buff, and attack, or god forbid, buff, attack, attack, and just murder someone. Yeah. It would have been okay if there was equipment that made you immune to status effects, but no. Best Liz. I mean, I guess I'll try the strat of just save everything until the last stretch. Not touching the CP gauge until someone's almost dead and has to spend it. And look at that. Look at that bullshit. Oh, he dodged. He dodged. Thank God. Hey, Neff, how you doing? Welcome to RNG, the game, pretty much. Where's your Iceborne? RNG? RNG is this? Oh! No, she's gonna die. Slaying the pain, you're currently slaying. I'm currently in pain right now on that scale. As long as he keeps wasting his turn on heals, I'm fine.
We're good to go.
Unless Serenity's enough. Wait, are you calling Serenity trash? Wait, hold on. Oh, heck. You saying you want to? Wow. The opposite. Where did this game come out? Technically 2004. It got released 2014 on Steam. Ow. It makes sense. Oh, thank God you're buffing instead. No, not that one. No! I got baited by that. I used that too early. Because I thought that he was gonna attack Estelle. Oh no, I can't. And when you intercept the turn like that, you can't back out. Because you already messed with the turn order, you have to commit. Oh my god. Also wish there was a defend button, to be honest. Also, I know I'm using up my reviving bombs of when I could use like tears, but actually wait, how much is that? It's like 900? I don't want to use Estelle's turn for that. Oh, that's really bad. I think I'm gonna have to use a Celestial Bomb then. Heal? No, you're not gonna heal. Oh my god. Wait, no, if Estelle's gonna die, I might as well... I might as well just try a chain attack. No, but then... No, because Annalace's, S-Break will be pushed back even further. Okay, what I'm banking on is that Annalace takes a big hit. Heck. You're gonna heal up, aren't you? No. Actually... RNG... Yeah, there's the heal. Yeah, there's the heal bullshit. Hit Annalise. There we go. Okay, here it is, I hope. So we have 2 turns. Can I cast and still have a turn? Yes. Will it be enough damage? I freaking hope so. So then we'll hit him a bit. Can I intercept? I'll have to bank on him either buffing or making an attack. Yes! Good. And we're done. This seems pretty early on. Hey, Neff, what if I told you that this is the prologue? Yes, this is the prologue! Fuck this boss! Oh my god! Oh my god! That was the most RNG dependent fight I've had to bear with. I've been on the prologue for 3 streams. Yeah. Well, I mean, I could have done it in, I guess, 2 if I wasn't spending all that time talking to every NPC and all that, and just kind of going off on tangents about just whatever comes to mind with trails and other stuff. So, like, if I cut out the fluff, 2 streams. But knowing me, nah, I'll take my sweet time. Oh, this was the hardest boss in the game. You saying it's hard mode? Oh yeah, definitely, this is hard mode. Cause like I did the first trails on hard mode. It was tough in the beginning, and some parts in the middle, but like for the most part, once you get through the initial hurdle, it's a smoother ride, as obviously you unlock more stuff, but it's still like a more reasonable challenge later. Just early on, well, I mean, what I just went through is demonstrative enough of what I just did. Reasonable. Yeah. Okay, remind me to save after this cutscene. Okay, let's do some reading now. Oh. We won. The way he fights. Yeah, you noticed too, Estelle? It's like... You guys sure are good at being tricked. Man, you guys are great. What a beatdown. Who's ready for round 2? Oh crap. More enemies? No. I'm not even changing my voice anymore. Don't tell me you can't figure it out. That voice, girly yet tough. But no. No way! Karna? Bingo! You son of a bitch. No wonder the fight was so fucking hard. It was against our senior bracer friends. I mean, if we were to, like, look at power levels canon-wise, yeah, they deserve to be that much stronger than us. We've been bamboozled. Yeah. Annalise, still, it's really been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, a while, yeah, but what are you doing in a Jaeger suit? Wait, that mean the guy over there is... Grant? All in one. Hey, dude, great work. Great work? Wait. Man, do you know what you just put me through? Do you mean this was all... And at last, comprehension draws. Estelle, Annalise, excellent work on your final turn. No freaking wonder. Kurt! I never want to go through another one of your training regimens ever again. Iceman doesn't come on until 9. Final training? So, everything since last night's attack has been a performance? Exactly. This is a long-standing local tradition. Oh my fucking god. What a send-off. The idea is to put trainees in a life-threatening situation in order to see how well they utilize their newly learned skills. Are you freaking kidding me? My thoughts exactly, Estelle. I mean, when you look at it, yeah, it is good training, but... Oh my god. So wait, 7 hours? Wait, 7? Don't you mean 11 more hours? When Garrett told us your finals were coming up, we rode our butts out here from Liberal to help out. It was a lot of fun. No? But it's like 10 p.m. right now, and 9 a.m. is in 11 hours. PST, you said. Or, wait. Are you bad at math? Try to make me question my own math skills. Are we both? 2 plus 9. Fun. Oh, you guys are all the worst. Yeah! I see that we're in agreement. Not like this. Seriously, we really thought it was hitting the fan. We were out of our minds with worry. Oh, I guess that's why they would. I guess that's why they smashed the phone. So that, like, they wouldn't actually call the Bracer Guild for help and cause a little misunderstanding. Well, that was part of the point, in fact. And just so you're aware, real Jaegers would not have been half as gentle. Well... I know it's hard for you to imagine since the Jaegers are barred from operating liberal, but... across the rest of the continent, Bracers and Jaegers are at each other's throats constantly. So most Bracers have to be prepared to fight in life-threatening situations at any moment. We want to make sure Liberalian newbies get a chance to experience that. I know it seems rough, but we're not being mean just for cruelty's sake. That's no fair. How am I supposed to go on a good complaining jag after hearing something like that? So it comes at 1 p.m. your time? Rip. Yeah, no fair. Well, it looks like you're finally done beating the stuffing out of one another. Ah, Phyllis! Phyllis was in on the conspiracy too? Aw, I can't trust any of you. Ah, now, conspiracy is a bit much. They said they needed me for your test, so I worked hard to remember my lines. I made a perfect tragic lodge keeper heroine, if you ask me. Yeah, we were totally fooled last night. Excellent work, you two. And here's the last little liar. You were all in on it. So I'm guessing the telephone. Yeah, that was an old piece of junk I had lying around. Kept the real phone somewhere safe and already remounted it, so no worries. Actually, I was supposed to be hostage myself and not show up today, but well... I really wanted you to use the new orbments. And you guys seriously covered up every angle. I guess it's our fault for getting tricked, huh? As much as I hate to admit it, yeah. If you think about it rationally, a lot of stuff didn't really make sense. Just shows how far we have to go, I guess. Don't be too hard on yourselves. As Connor and Grant said, the point of this exercise was to give you a life-threatening experience to work through with your skills. In that sense, the exercise has been a runaway success. And And then, now then, Annalise, Elfide? Yes. Estelle Bright? Yes, sir. As of this moment, you have completed the local training program. You have learned a great deal over the past month. So then, tomorrow we're... 2 tickets on the next flight to Liberal have already been arranged for you. Nothing more will happen tonight, I promise. So rest easy. Terrific! Well then, tonight we congratulate our new graduates and stuff them properly at a nice big farewell party. Meanwhile, Liberal I see the end of the map there! It zoomed out too far. I also didn't, did it say location unknown? I assume it did. Like, Liberal Kingdom, somewhere here. Who this? This guy looks familiar. Unless it was in the anime opening. Strange kid. Yeah, we're not supposed to know yet. Oh, what a lovely little hideaway. The professor's taste remains excellent as always. You're like, Campanella? Yeah, Campanella. These camera angles. Why, Mr. Blade Lord, hello. It's been so very long. The last 6 months were so dreadfully dreary without you. I doubt you mean that. I understand you handled the attacks on those bracer guilds in Erbonia? Oh. So, while we've been out training and handling the coup d'etat, they've been handling the bracer guilds in the other continents. You must have enjoyed playing with Cassius Bright. Ah, you heard about that already? There goes half my fun. Oh yes, the man was incredible. There's no way he could have known about me, yet he always managed to put together a proper counter to everything I did. As a result, I broke one of our Jaeger corps. I'm afraid. You broke Jester, huh? They trained to some degree, but normal men do have their limits. So was throwing them against the Divine Blade was too much ask of such men. But hey, I managed to keep them tied up until your little sabotage mission was completed, so all's well that ends well. Oh wait, I'm sorry, you were looking forward to having fun with him yourself, weren't you? A little. But the blade has been bound by the chains of duty. There's no longer any hope of stopping us through official means. He's no longer a threat. Looks like the professor's plan succeeded brilliantly. The other members are already in Liberal then? Yes, we all conferred for the first time yesterday. Blue Blanc has been here for quite a while, however. The Phantom Thief, the Dire Wolf, the Bewitching Bell, the Angel of Slaughter. God. So much edge from all these names. All of them powerful, and not a normal one in the lot. Mind you, you're not exactly one to be talking on that score, Ah, speaking of the hopelessly crazy, what about him? Is he still playing hard to get? I'm guessing that's Joshua they're talking about. Careful with all that edge, son. It's too late. They already cut me. I'm bleeding out from all this edge. This is going to be so much fun. And of all the enforcers, he's the finest undercover operative we have, well, had. I wonder how long he can evade the sight of the Blade Lord and the Faceless. Faceless, I'll be XCOM now. In his heart, he abandoned the society years ago, with all that entails. I doubt he'll be able to pose any real threat. Now, I'm not sure I'd say that. Ah, the researcher dude. Weissman. Yeah, his portrait looks so much more intimidating than what it was originally. He's like, just like your clumsy old researcher. No. Hello, Campanella. Good of you to come all this way. You have my sincere thanks for your excellent work in delaying Cassius Bright. It was no trouble. It was a fun bit of work, in fact. Speaking of fun, though, I must say, I've taken a look at your plan. It seems you're preparing to have quite a lot of fun. Well, such praise from the fool. I'm flattered. I think you'll find it to be even more enjoyable in practice. Compounding your delight will be the fact that everyone participating is pursuing their own individual goals as well. Myself included, of course. Even our fine silver-haired friend here has his own plans in mind. I won't deny it. Kindly ask you not to imply anything about my loyalty, however. Now, it was simply a jest. Nothing more. Oh, I see. There's more than meets the eye. I do so love such games. Well, either way, your bad taste has a special kind of artistry to it, Professor. As for me, I'm going to make sure I enjoy myself. Come now, bad taste, you wound me. Regardless, you're free to watch the plan unfold to your heart's content. You are, after all, a representative of the Grand Master. Oh, I intend to. Oh, I see. And so Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool, enters the audience. Well, wise men, I shall enjoy watching the Anguis's gospel plan unfold to the very end. Oh boy. Meanwhile, Erbonian Empire, southern regions. 120 Selg from the Liberalian border. That was the town Embracer Guild? Oh, those are the bandit, that's the bandit troop. I forgot what their names were, but yeah, I remember their blue hair anywhere. Oh god. The whole town's been devastated. Are they looking for survivors? Or are they just giving up hope and moving on? Is that Joshua? Hey, what's he doing here? Is that a gravestone or a memorial stone? Or is that Joshua? No, Joshua looked a bit... No, Joshua could have had an outfit change too. But who's Karen? I was gonna make some... Okay, never mind. Karen, I'm home. No, not that Karen. This Karen with an I, not E. Don't worry. No one will have to see any manager tonight. Hey, Joshua, where'd you go? Karen? Wait. What's that? Wait, Joshua's with the bandit troop now? What's going on with them? Ooh, good, here you are. Sheesh, don't freak me out like that. Running off on your own. Why did you follow me? I told you, I have personal business here and you do not need to come. Oh, thanks, real cute with the gratitude there. And after I ran out here to look for you. Yeah, plus, being all, hey, mind your own business, that's like asking us to follow you. Don't quite get the interest though, nothing but burnt out shells and ruins here. Place looks old too. We lived on the northern march a few years back, but never heard anything about a town in the south burning to the ground. Bit of a shock, this. Yeah, they don't know about the society's plans to, or at least like what we know so far, burn down all the Bracer guilds and just destroy the entire organization. Because we basically delayed, or at least did something in Liberal to keep everything running, but all the other continents? Burning down to the ground as we speak. What was this village called, lad? Hamel. That's what it was called. Once. Hamel? Never heard of it. Kyle, have you ever heard of it? Doesn't ring any bells, I'm afraid. You got anything, Don? Huh. Hang on a second. The Imperial government might have said something about a Hamel way back when. Oh, been too long. Can't remember what it was about. Real help, bro. Thanks. My business here is done. I thank you for coming out here, even though it doesn't really concern you. No, it's no big, but mind if I ask something? You're acting way differently than the first time we met. You aren't leading us on or anything, are you? That's a little ironic coming from you. As I seem to recall, you were putting on quite the performance when we first met. What I used to do was, not really all that different. What? So what? Is this the real you or something? Real me? If you want to think of it that way, you can. Point is, I'm hardly a bracer any longer. And certainly not the young junior bracer you remember. Obviously we're missing some details, but I can respect the fact that you have your own reasons for doing what you do. Besides, you seem to be easier to trust now, what with being more, well, honest in a way. Not like way before when you were, wearing a sheepskin, I guess you'd call it. Besides, we owe you for saving us from the Royal Army. We'll let your, little insolences slide for now. You hardly need to let anything slide. Save you because I require some useful pawns. Pawns? Wait. What the heck? All I need for you is to work enough to pay that debt back. What? Wait. What changed, Joshua? I know you ran away after you got your memories back of the whole, thing during the first game, but that enough to change you into someone to basically coerce a group of people into working for him? You really have a thing for getting the last word in, don't you? Well, it doesn't matter to us. Your plan is exactly what we needed anyway. We're making plain use of you too, Mr. Chessmaster. As you wish. Simply remaining in my company puts you in a great deal of danger. I will support you to the best of my ability through what is to come. To the best of... ungrateful, unreliable, and uncute. To think I thought even for a second. Huh? Shut it. Just drop it, okay? Set, calm down. Point is, we're allies until we all achieve our goals. We're counting on you, Joshua. Yes, as I am with you. Ahem. Shall we head out? Yes, let's return. To the land being swallowed by a creeping shadow. To Liberal. And end of the prologue. Oh yeah, the sealed area. Wait, they have access to this place? Wait. Oh, Father Kevin. I was like... okay, yeah, it's... trying to remember... But wait, what's Father Kevin doing here then? ID, that was one heck of a trip. If it's much further, I think my legs are gonna pop off. Captain Shores. Oh yeah, I sorta remember you, but not really. You were the guard of that one princess girl, right? Or something like that? Or wasn't it even Aina? Oh, you can relax now. This is the lowest floor of the sealed area. Wait, really? Ah, thank the goddess. If you told me we're only halfway down, I think I'd be floating off to meet her right now. Really, Father Kevin, you're being a little too humble. I tell you, you're extremely well trained for a priest. If you were not, I doubt you could do the job you do. Aha, Kazing, read like a book. Treasure book at that. Ah, it's no big if you figured it out. We're close to the Von Osleys family anyway. Speaking of my job, that thing the Mayor of Ruan had. Ah, the Kronos Rod. In accordance with our pact, it's being safely secured using prescribed methods. You can hand it off to you whenever you wish. Perfect, perfect, thanks. So anyway, the thing we discussed earlier, mind showing it to me? It's down here, right? Ah yes, follow me. I have a feeling that Kevin's gonna backstab Schwarz. Oh right, this is the final boss area from the last game. Well now would you look at this. I imagine even the church will have difficulty deciding what to do with this, yes? This sort of artifact isn't so much big as it is gargantuan. You mind if I take a closer look? As you like, the Queen has given her permission. Please, if you understand any of this, please share your thoughts. He's gonna activate it and run. So this is the Ring Guardian that was in the report, huh? Kind of similar to the robot excavated in Calvert, but I could have seen him moving. And this. This thing's an artifact from the last years of ancient Zemurian civilization, which makes it at least 1200 years old, and an architect too. It's clearly the core of the structure, but... archaeologist. Architect's a little different. There's no clear indication of, as to what it actually does. Analysis of artifacts seems to be impossible with modern tools. Only a little. Look. My vocabulary is pretty bad, okay? They work on the same principle and energy as an orbment, but their internal structure is entirely different from an orbment's. That's what Professor Russell told us, at least. The church refers to these as gifts from the goddess, given too early. And over here is... So just after the black orbment you called the gospel was used, all the giant pillars that were here were set into the floor? Yes, all 4 pillars into the floor, like this one. Even 2 months later, we're not sure what it means, if anything. Okay, so a seal on Aureal. Yeah, an Aureal. A gospel was used. And the device here spoke of device towers and a second barrier. I was trying to see what kind of system is at work here. System? What system? There's nothing else here. Ah, well, call it gut instinct at this point, but I think this is some sort of gate. A gate? Bingo. Found a gate on a trail in the sky that leads to the goddess's treasure. And the thing that opens it is a black key called the gospel. If you think about it like that, the areole being AWOL makes a lot of sense. But where's this trail of yours then? This is the lowest floor. According to the professor, the ruins extend no further. Think of it a little less literally. It's not a trail you see with your eyes or normally walk. To the sky, you're saying? It could be these septium veins that run through the earth, or maybe it's routes we can't even, or maybe it's some route we can't even imagine. But that's where we'll find a clue that will lead to Aureal, I mean. God, I need to get my pronunciation consistent. Chapter 1. Sneaking Shadows. So are we parting ways with Analace? Whew! Being on an airship for over half a day is kind of tiring, huh? I know how to stretch our legs, though. Let's go report the completion of our training and duty readiness. Estelle, hello? Oh yeah, you're right. We should go say hi to Elma. Hey, are you... Estelle, you got a case of the nerves, don't you? Yeah, I do. I don't know why either. I didn't feel this way at all before I went to training, but now? Somehow thinking I'm going to be a full bracer now is making me really, really antsy. I get it. Hey, Patchy, you're trembling with excitement, I bet. Excitement, huh? You've grown way, way stronger over this past month, Estelle. And not just like in whacking stuff with the stick department. You're more knowledgeable, careful, and you make better judgments. You know, I wonder if this dialogue would have changed if I picked the wrong deduction options during the conversation stuff. Because I'm not sure if I read it from the first game too, but yeah, there is a reason to go for the most or for the right answer in these things instead of pick your own fun answer. I'm not sure if it leads to like a specific ending or anything. That's what I'm worried about. I hope it... No, because we got the third game, so there shouldn't be a different ending. Unless you get an early game over and you rewind. But even then, it would have to be based on something else, since if you're, like, set on the path because of dialogue options from early in the game at the end, that would be a little bit, well, unreasonable. Now you're about to start hunting down the mystery creepos who want to doom us all or whatever, and you're gonna bring Joshua back. I bet that's, only just now sinking in for you. Yeah, when you put it that way, that is how I'm feeling. I'm such a dimwit. I'm like a mountain climber who didn't even bother looking up, at how big the mountain, before her is. Having second thoughts about climbing it? No way, if anything, I'm even more fired up now than I used to be. No matter how big a mountain is, as you can only climb it one step at a time anyway. If I have to crawl, I'll reach the top no matter what. Heh, that's more like it. Alright, are we gonna head over to, gonna head over to the guild now? Let's go! Hey again, Lo. I see, both of you two have done well. Well then, here's your reward, based on your performance during training. We get paid for training? I mean, not that I complain, but are you sure? Naturally. It is part of your job after all. It won't be a problem as long as you put your new skills to good use for the guild. Right, I'll do my best. Yeah! Senior Bracer G rank. BP. Oh! That's what it was referring to when I looked at the BP earlier. BP was the... Alright, the bracer point thing. So you have to choose your dialogue options carefully to get as much BP as possible to achieve A rank. Oh god. I mean, I know it's my first playthrough, but man, am I tempted to potentially have on the side what the right option would be once I've made my own decision first, of course. And then see, like, was that the right answer? Otherwise, it'd be no fun if I just look up the answer right away. But I want those rewards, man. Okay, but yeah, the whole thing I mentioned earlier about the story impact, no, I guess I was wrong. It's just bracer status. G+, oh my god. Silver chain. It does seem like you two had quite a fulfilling training period. You even carry yourselves differently. It was. I learned a lot. If I get the chance, I'd love to go again. Are you serious? Ha, I'm glad to hear it. Speaking of which, Kurt and the others remain at the training grounds, correct? Yeah, Connor and Grant are doing some expert level stuff, I think. They said they won't be back for a while. I think I get what Elenon's poking at. The guild's down 3 full skill bracers now. And we're gonna be really busy from now on, aren't we? And on top of that, Cassius is devoting all his time to the military, right? Oh yeah. If I remember right, he's working out of Leaston Fortress. Cassius Brigadier General Bright has been welcomed back into the army and is now head of military command. He's essentially the head of Her Majesty's Royal Army at this point. What? He's the head of the army now? I thought General Morgan had that position. As I understand it, that was the original idea, but Morgan himself proposed giving Cassius full reign. He seems to be entrusting the future of the army to your father, Estelle. Future? To Dad? Or entrusted to Dad? Well, we're doomed then. I can see Cassius being given that much responsibility, you know? I mean, we're going to be down our S-rank hero, though. I think it's safe we'll have plenty of support from the military from now on, however... At the same time, we have new threats to concern ourselves with. Huh? Right, you mean the Society. Did they start to do stuff while we're away? No, they've done nothing obvious. But that is admittedly how they work. What has happened are several strange occurrences over the past month. One example would be the changes in wild beasts and monsters in various regions. The monsters have changed? Do you mind defining change, Alan? I hope I don't think it would, or I hope it isn't what I think it is. To start with, heretofore undocumented types of monsters are showing up all across the country. Even the existing monsters have become far more vicious and powerful. Travel has become significantly more dangerous. No one has been able to put forward an explanation as to explaining why this is happening. So every beastie out there is nastier just cause? Aw, man! It's something the Society's doing. They're trying to turn us all into monster kibble. Calm yourself, Annalise. We don't have enough evidence to be certain of anything. We do know one thing, though. Things have been happening after the Queen's birthday celebrations. That we know for certain. The first reports came in practically the day after. Ah, crap. Don't look so glum. We've actually been formulating a response of sorts. I'd very much like for the two of you to be a part of it. A response? Ah, you two are here already. I wanted to meet you at the port. Shara! And Agate too? This is a surprise. Are we gonna get a four-man party? Yo, final. Okay, no, I doubt it. Maybe Agate will come with us. Nah, I'm guessing he'd be too busy with this stuff. It's too early in the game to have 3 party members. Or at least I think. Welcome back, you two. It's good to see you. You two got back sooner than I thought. I'm really happy to see you too, Shara. And Agate, hi. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, I think the last time we saw each other was during the Queen's birthday shindig. The old man told me about Joshua, you know. You two were pretty broken up over it, but you seem to be back on your feet already, yeah? Yeah, mostly. More to the point though, why are you two together? Good question, I should get a camera. This is like seeing a king penguin. Oh, it really isn't that rare, you two. Gotta admit, we don't work together that often, Charizard. Actually, Charizard and Agate here to begin a special mission. I asked them to come here today for a specific reason. A mission? Indeed, they'll be tasked with investigating the Society of Ouroboros. What? Like chasing down their agents and stuff? Isn't that, like, dangerous? No. I wish it was that exciting. Investigating might be a little too specific, though. We're barely even certain that the Society even exists at this point. You realize, despite what Cassius says. We're going to be wandering all across Liberal, keeping an eye out for anything resembling a secret society bent on world domination. This is probably not going to be the most exciting job ever, is the point. Oh, I get it. Guess groping around in the dark is the best we can do right now, huh? So, I'm guessing you want us to tag along? Yes, I'd like to assign the two of you to assist Charizard and Agate. The plan is to have Shara and Agate investigate different areas separately. I'd like for them to have a partner though, just in case the society is as dangerous as we think it is. Oh, so one of us helps Shara, and the other helps Agate? Exactly. Why are you willing to assist? You bet we are. I was going to look for the society on my own anyway, so this is perfect. I want to help too. There's no way I can just sit around when there's suspicious stuff going on. Thank you. I'm glad we have the help. Well then, the one remaining hurdle will be the team formation. Fine with either of you, really. We all know each other basically. You figure out how it will best work out. Or will work out best. Of course, you push the decision onto us. What do you think, Annalise? How do you think we should do this? Well, this might be kind of irresponsible of me, but I think it'd be best if you decided to. Wow! No, we want you to decide. It's like, oh, what do you think? Why don't you decide? Oh, okay. So is this like an actual branching path? Because obviously, we should be getting different dialogues between Shara or Agate if we choose between them. You've only been a full bracer for a little while, right? You probably haven't found your style as a bracer yet. So how about using this as a chance to see what kind of bracer you want to be? Annalise. Well, look at you, Annalise. When did you learn to talk like a professional? Leave it to me. Either way, girls got a point. Shara and I are same rank, but the ways we fight are way different. I barely use arts except for support once in a while. Focus more on cutting things down with my sword. And I emphasize speed, the range of my whip, and orbital arts. Can't really go wrong with either of us, I think. Keep in mind, being a bracer involves more than just fighting, though. Think hard and choose a partner you think matches you the best. Then I'll... Oh my god. What do I choose? I don't know. Like, I know, like, obviously for waifu factor share and all, but because like I'm interested in both and seeing how both routes play out. Because like, to be honest, we don't really get much alone time with Agate, to be honest. So we could learn more about him, and I'm kind of curious myself. I mean, maybe there was some development in the last game, obviously, but you know, 1.5 years, I kind of forgot. And Shara, well, we spent a significant time with her in the first game, so having like picking a two-man party with Agate might be more interesting. But it was fun playing as Shara, because if I remember correctly, she some of her attacks are pretty funny to see in a sadistic way. Given her S-break, I believe, where she just whips the living crap out of people. But because in terms of personality, I'm sure Estelle will feel right at home with Shara. But and also Estelle with Agate, personality-wise, I mean, I'm sure they're more used to each other now, but I'm not sure how well they'll play off each other. Like, obviously, you know, at the start of a chapter like this, they'll develop it, I'm sure, but as of right now, Shara, because like we're real close to Shara, and it'd be real nice if we got back together with her. But Agate, there's not that many opportunities for us to work with them just like this. I think I'll flip a coin. I'll flip a coin on this. I actually can't decide, because like, I'd love if I could go with both of them, but we don't get that luxury. Alright. Maximum funkage. I mean, it really is, like, with how much I like these characters and the story overall, like, this is actually a very big decision to consider, unless I'm like way overvaluing it and it's like, oh lol, it's like, hey, welcome back. Like, the crew's back together after 1 hour of story reading. But assuming it is what I assume it is, let's see. So Tails would be Shara. Heads would be Agate. We're going with Agate. Huh, alright then. Just keep in mind you're a full bracer now. I ain't gonna go easy on you. I hope you're ready. Yeah, I know. And I thought you might say something macho like that. What? Come now, starting off with an argument is probably not the best way to begin this trip. Anyway, that'll make Annalise and me the other team. Looking forward to seeing how your training turned out. Heck yeah! Feels like forever since we worked together, Shara. And yeah, like, Annalise gets a little treat herself, cause... Well, oh god, like, I know it was like a couple days ago since that session, but didn't Annalise say that she worked with, or she became a bracer because of Shara, or did she work with Shara early on as a junior? Either way, this is a good opportunity for her story-wise, so hell yeah. So, with that out of the way, the next stop is figuring out how to wander the country, looking for shadows. Any thoughts on that? Possibly. I would suggest beginning by going to help the regions with the busiest branches. In fact, I received pleas from help from Ruan and Roland branches today, rather desperate sounding ones at that. That just sounds lovely. I've been away, I suppose I have been away from Roland for too long. Let's go help Aina. Oh, no. Aina. Oh, whoops. I actually said the princess name was Aina. No, then. What was the princess's name? The one with the falcon? Or, eagle? I know the eagle's name was Sieg. I think. What was her name? I can't remember. I really like using her too. She had the most broken S-craft because she can apply attack and defense down while doing some good damage. Like, you can trivialize a lot of moderately tough fights because of those debuffs. It's been a while since I've seen Aina too. This will be fun. Well, we'll head to Ruan then. You're cool with that, right, Estelle? Of course. I mean, I wonder how everyone in Ruan is doing. I'll contact the branches ahead of your arrival. Also, now that I think about it, will I be tempted enough to New Game Plus this so I can go with the other route? Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, with the New Game Plus, like, I have the liberty of skipping and speeding ahead, given power. I've already read the goddamn story, except for the parts I didn't read from branching paths. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me go make a Google Doc of my main story decisions. You bet your ass I'll put this on Nightmare Mode and New Game Plus. Okay. Give me a second here. Whoa, not that Google Drive. That's my IRL one. New Google Doc. Okay. So, sort this out. God, what's with the margins? Wait, hold on. What's with the margins here? Format? I forgot. Wait, how do you, Wait, I'm forgetting my Google Docs. Where do you go to fix your margins again? Indent? No. I mean, do I just have to manually push this aside? Actually, no. That's 1-inch margins. Wait. Whatever. I'll just push it here. Don't mind me. Oh wait, no. I'm being dumb. I mean, this is how I usually had my margins on other stuff when I need to make an extensive list of stuff. So that was the standard. It's just I'm not used to seeing the standard anymore. Okay. Chapter 1. Major branching story. Okay, maybe not have that as large as it is. Okay, so chapter 1, so Bracer Guild chose to venture with Agate, and that'll be the first one of the playthrough. You know, I'll probably thank myself later if I do plan on going through New Game Plus. Because can you imagine spending all this time going through the first playthrough and then finally going back? I was like, wait, what did I choose again? And it would be painful scouring the VODs for what I did in the previous playthrough. Alright, I'll contact the branches ahead of your arrival. Be careful, everyone. Well, we'll get a bit of an early start then. Estelle, we've just gotten back too. I'm sorry we couldn't spend more time together. Me too. Sounds like Aina and Roland really need some help though. Be sure to say hi to everyone for me. You got it. Estelle, I'm sure you're fine, but don't fret yourself to loose ends, alright? No, I will. I will not leave any loose ends. That one side quest from the previous game still haunts me to this day. Tara. My Tara tells me that the bond between you and Joshua has not been severed yet. Or has not been severed yet. So don't worry. Believe in your connection to him. All of it and your trail will be clear. I know it. Okay. Take a shot for every time you see someone say the word trail. Because why do I get a feeling that it will be? I mean, it's a bit of a common word in this in general, but just given the name of the game, I'm like, why do I feel like they just really want to say trail instead of other things? Yeah, thanks, Shara. I feel a lot braver now. Come on now, don't make that face. You're a full bracer, remember? Be proud of yourself. Right, I am. So, Estelle, guess this is, goodbye. Can I have my orbits back? Annalise. Thanks for going with me on my training. Shara asked you to come along with me, right? I haven't found out like a pie thief in the night. Shara, said having someone who didn't know Joshua too well around would help you sort out your feelings too. Having someone around that didn't know Joshua was like an objective perspective on like Estelle's situations and feelings about Joshua and all. Because obviously Shara, basically everyone else knows Joshua pretty well. Or maybe just Estelle and Shara, because I think Annalise didn't really interact that much. So yeah, she asked me. Huh, I thought so. What the? Don't tell her everything! Well, it's all being up front at this point, right? But the real truth is, it wasn't just that. I did want to train myself too. I do really think I learned a lot by training with you, Estelle. I gotta say it too. Thank you. Annalise. And, take deep breaths. I know you think I'm weird for saying this, but... Oh? Huh? I like to think we're already friends, but, oh? Don't play with my heart like this. You know I am a simple man who loves his Yuri. Annalise? Don't you do this to me! Don't you say this to me when you're flying out to the other side of the goddamn country when we could have well been partnered together for this. God damn it! Fuck Joshua, that man left us. Why can't we go without a Come on! God damn it! Ah. Oh. Wait, I forgot if I read her line already or not, but I might get if you and me is though, if we became something more. Do you see how spaced out these dots are? What the heck? What? What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? No, don't try to stop me, Shara. I'm serious. I'm absolutely sure about this. Serious? Oh my. Really? Right here in public? You've got to be freaking kidding me. Well, I know I'm a couple years older than you, Estelle. But we totally spent about the same time in the guild. And you know what? Age doesn't matter when it comes to... Okay, Annalise. I know you're... Okay, you were just bullshitting me at this rant, leading me on. So, what do you think? I mean, I'm really happy, and I think my heart is racing out of my chest, but this is kind of a surprise, to say the least. Besides, there's a... She's totally setting us up, just so we can confirm our feelings about Joshua. God damn it! Why do you have to play with my heartstrings like this? Come on! Give me my goddamn Yuri! Besides, there's Joshua, and there's some issues on a couple fronts. Well, more than a couple, rather. I don't. Joshua, what is he? I knew it. She was teasing. I got you baited. And what problems would there be on a couple fronts if we became rivals? I'm fucking done. No, I'm out. You lost me. I'm out. 0 out of 10. Didn't get my Yuri. Rivals? Yuri cancel. Yeah, we're about the same age, equal in skill level. I thought it'd help us out too. I thought it'd help us both to try to reach even higher, but you don't actually like the idea, do you? Girl! That's what you meant. Okay. As predictable as always, I see. Not quite the punchline I was expecting. Punchline? Well, if that's what you meant, alright then. I, Estelle Bright, hereby recognize you as my rival, Annalise Elfried. Consider the gauntlet thrown. In your face, even. Sweet! Alright, step 1. A race to see which one of us can reach Agate and Shara's level first. Bring it on, Swordbrain. I'll leave you eating my bracer point dust. Oh boy. I do believe, you're in some amount of peril, Mr. Good, my good, Mr. Crossner. Seriously. Not scarier than a couple kids charging straight ahead. This is the final boarding call for the Cecilia, bound for Roland. All passengers, please embark immediately. Oh, that's us, I'm afraid. I mean, in one way, I really should have expected the bait, knowing Annalise's personality. But man, if there's any, even just the faintest hope for some Yuri, I will take that bait, hook, line, and sinker until I get slapped with disappointment. Well then, you two, stay safe. We'll contact you through the guild should we find anything. Keep in touch with us as well. Will do. See you, Annalise. Shara, stay safe. Yeah, good luck, Estelle. What could have been? What could have been? Now, I'm sure people made fanfics or dojins of this relationship, but... Okay then. We finish our check-in and wait for the next Ruan-bound flight. Yeah, the ship head for Ruan ought to get here soon enough. Sure you don't want to do some shopping or something though? Been a month. I wouldn't mind hitting up the department store, but are you sure you wouldn't mind, Agate? I'm easy, really. Guys just charge into anything without or just charge into things without any planning. You see, girls are the ones who actually bother preparing and whatnot. Hey, I plan out my stuff. Sort of. I say choose what you think is important. Okay. Well, to be honest, I can get what I need in Ruan. So let's just get our tickets. Works for me. Tickets should be sold in the lobby of the airship company building. Let's go. You take care while I'm away. Mama, see you later. Grandpa, I wanna ride that airship over there. That's the Queen's airship, sweetie. I mean, I kinda wanna ride it too. This is the airship company's headquarters, right? Nice looking building. The next arriving airship is... Ticks me off. The Cecilia just left. The next is the Lind. The Lind! Tiffany. Wait, I forget. You don't? Wait, I forget. Which, because I remember in Trails 1 there was that mini storyline of that one of one either airport or miner, or what was it? It was in the mines, I think, that some woman was in love with someone, and we'd help I think we helped out their relationship by trading gifts between the two of them. I don't think it was her. This was in a different city. So this is the wait, there's sail? What a lovely ship. Also me butchering pronunciations again. It's a little bit longer. Once the new model engine's finished. Alright. Let's see. If you ride the next airship, we'll arrive in Zace, I wonder. First time riding alone? What, I'm not nervous. Ticket purchases are handled in the next building. Can I boot to the next area? Wait, wanna do some shopping in town after all? Nah, I'm good. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, I mean... I guess that is one thing off my chest, basically. Because, that means, I don't have to do anything at the Bracer Guild for any extra side quests early on, and we can just carry on with the story already. Neat. Huh, what's... Besticle, or best spectacle... Really, this is why I can't stand the pompous imperial nobility. And I thought there were limits to how unpleasant a single person can be. Wait, is this who I think it... Oh, wait. It's that guy. Or is it? Or maybe they're just new people. I mean, they have the important they got portraits. Huh, you took the words right from my mouth. Tell me, why does the Republic even care about the engine provision deal? I don't think liberals' internal politics were your plaything. It's a matter of international security, of course. It's only been a decade since Urbonia attempted to annex this innocent little country. It is absolutely unacceptable for half barbaric nations like yours to lay their hands on such cutting-edge technology. Oh, I see what's going on right now. The Republic is a long-standing friend of Liberal. We won't stand back and allow something that will threaten its interests. Long-standing friend? Some friends you don't even send them as much as a soldier in the war. You're just pretending to be allies when it suits you and standing back and doing nothing when it doesn't. What did you just... My Lord Ambassador, Craynog, may I suggest we leave the matter? We do not wish to bother the other customers. But Mueller, Ambassador, Cochrane? Yeah. May I ask that you back down as well? This is a debate that could be handled just as well through the embassies. Very well. Can't say I like hearing that from a member of the Imperial Army. Still, far better than hearing it from that pompous and gluttonous member of the nobility, I suppose. What did you... Well, gentlemen, if you pardon me. Insufferable she-wolf! This is why commoners with no history or tradition are... My lord? Yes. I shall return to the embassy. I trust you can... I trust I can leave the other matter in your hands. As you will, my lord. Hiya. Ah, Estelle, yes? It's been some time, since the martial arts competition, I believe. I'm glad you remember. That was one heck of an argument just now, though. Who were those two, and why are they going at each other like cat and dog? That man was the ambassador of the Urbonian Empire to Liberal. Lord Devil... I almost read Devil. Craynog. The woman will be the ambassador from the Republic of Calvard, Elsa, Cochrane. They head up their respective embassies here in the capital. Oh, I see. Awful damn childish for a couple ambassadors. Unless they really do their jobs. I wish I could disagree, honestly. To say that the Empire and Republic have always been on bad terms would be an understatement at the best of times. On top of that, those two are like oil and water on a personal level. Well, no, the fact that they break into an argument every time they meet shows how similar they are in some ways. I suppose I can see that. Though, maybe it's because I walked in the middle of conversation, but I couldn't understand like half of that. Something about engine provision and Liberals' internal politics? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't ask. No, I don't mind. It's not a secret anyway. The engine in question is actually the latest from your own central factory. Oh, that's what the engineer was talking about with the new engine. What are they getting so fussy about? What's wrong with making our own technological advancements? Or do the other... or do the other ambassadors want it for their own needs and wants? Or for their respective kingdoms and stuff? Also, hold on. I really need to clear my throat. It's really bothering me. Alright. Once the design is finalized, sample units are to be provided by your airship company to the Empire and Republic both, but we bumped into Ambassador Cochrane when we came by to finalize the details of the deal. Oh, I get it. Why the big argument about an engine then? You know, overship's engines is what determines what a ship can really do. Since you can install in military ships, you don't usually just hand them out like candy. Oh, now I get it. It'd be a real mess if the engine let the Imperial Army get all powered up, or well, I mean, Not at all, it's true. Normally sharing such advanced technology with other countries so freely would be unthinkable. But this is all part of your Queen's plan. Let other countries who have bad blood between us share tech advancements. Or, I could have phrased that better, but yeah. I mean, was it just the Arbonian Empire that we had bad blood with? I don't remember. But either way, I mean, I guess it would make for diplomatic relations. Like, oh yeah, look at us making advancements and stuff together. But at the same time, the society is kinda pushing for war and, well, okay, not really war, but like whatever they're doing, and I assume they're just gonna cause some like diplomatic chaos, like across all the regions. So, I mean, I don't get politics, so whatever. Rather than monopolizing a technological edge, he wishes to provide it to other countries to promote multinational peace. I am buying it. At least that's what her plan is, as I understand it. Oh, I get it. She did mention something like that a while ago, now that I think about it. Pretty incredible that the Queen's willing to try something out like that. It's not an ideal, you know? It's something that could really change how people negotiate. Yes, yeah, you have a reason to be proud of your Queen, I'd say. My apologies, but this conversation has gone on longer than I intended. You're here for air tickets, yes? I'll pardon myself here. Oh yeah, Wheeler, about, Olivier? Has he gone back to Erbonia already? What? You have not heard? I haven't really had the chance to see him since the Queen's birthday celebrations, actually. I feel kind of bad about that. A research agreement? Would you be interested? No, that's a trade agreement. All I know is, based on my civilization experience, it's in none of your best interests to do a research agreement with anyone. Actually, wait. I forget. No, I think how it worked in Civ was, you never want to do a research agreement unless you're the one ahead of the person asking for the research agreement. So that, like, because the way that tech advancement conceptually works in Civ 5, like, science gain is essentially exponential, in that the more you can research, the more you can build, the more you can build, the more you can research again, and then it'll just keep piling on, and while people are lagging behind, you're already that much further, and when they want to do a research agreement with you, then you'll obviously speed up your own progress, but while speeding up theirs. But your progress is much more meaningful, given how much further ahead you are. So I think that was like the idea. You never want to be the one. Actually, nah. This is not looping back to Trozen anyway. Never mind. I was like, wait. What? I was like, oh, am I going anywhere with this? I'm like, nah. I was trying to like jump some hurdles to like somehow link it back to this one. I'm like, wait. Huh. Yeah. I'm just talking bullshit. Oh, don't worry. That halfway is already is continuing to while away his days here in Liberal. He said he was going to visit Elmo's Springs, if I remember right. Oh, okay then. Yeah, that sounds like Olivia, alright? Should he ever bother to returning to the embassy like a responsible citizen, unlikely as that is, I'll let him know that you're asking for him. I'll make sure he at least contacts you before he returns to the Empire. Oh, thanks, Mueller. Hardly. I should thank you for keeping that lunatic company. Now if you'll excuse me. All the slain. One hell of a stiff military type for a friend of that golden-haired guy. Who is he? He was the resident military officer for the Erbonian embassy, I think. You wouldn't want to make a trade agreement with England. Would you like to make a trade agreement with England? With the English Empire, or however that line went. All I know is that I just click cancel the moment I hear, would you like it? No. You know, I kind of miss playing Civ 5, but oh dear god, that is one rabbit hole I'm not sure if I want to go back to. That and, I don't know, there's like a weird thing with me of 4X games. Or at least like, Civ 5. Since that's basically the only one I've played. Because like, I never really commit through finishing my games. I always go like, oh, this is a good start. I play it through, some BS happens, and then I'm like, I'm done. Like, trying to work around it and play through it like a proper game? Nah. I don't know. Like, I get at some point near the late game, if it becomes too much of a hassle managing, like, your empire, troops, and everything, yeah, I understand quitting then. But, like, around the early mid to mid game, that's where I kind of tune out and go, I don't feel like it anymore for some reason. I don't know. Like, the only Civ game I finished was the one I finished on stream, and oh boy, that game took a long time. It didn't help that I was going for a wide empire, so that added, like, I think it actually took half an hour to do one turn, as I was micromanaging all my troops, all my cities, all my research, all my productions, all my citizen management, and also negotiating with the AI for just one turn. I mean, I could just ignore some of that stuff and just set it automated in a way to make it easier on me, but since I'm not playing multiplayer on a turn timer, I'll take all the damn time I please. Although honestly, I could have, maybe I could have like auto managed it better where it still does what I want while also not take forever to process my own turn. I've only ever met him a few times myself. Well built, and he made sure to not leave himself open to any point in our chat. Well-trained dog in the military, and some sharp fangs and boot. There you go again. He does seem real strong though. I don't trust any Imperials. That includes Blondie. Feels like he talked to Cassius about something, but who knows what his plan is with what was staying so long. I guess that's a good point. Although Olivia might be weird, but I can't think of him as a bad guy. Even Mueller doesn't seem that malevolent, I guess. Although you say that, but there was a little talk between Olivia and I believe Sherazard in Trails 1, and Olivia, basically that little silly, goofy bonehead of a dummy as he looks, it's mainly a facade. He's hiding something, and we still don't know that yet. That or we do, but I forgot. It could be that too, but he has some ulterior motives going on. Or, yeah, he has some ulterior motives than being a, what was it? Skirt chaser? Yeah. Skirt chaser, glutton, annoying bard. Yeah, whatever. Let's get over to the counter and get our tickets. You know, I'm also kind of tempted. I'm kind of tempted to load back real quick and kind of fast forward through and see if we actually get different dialogue with picking Shara, because I just want to make sure as I keep track of my major story decisions, like, is it actually different? Or is it just like, oh, you want to go with me? It's like, actually, wouldn't it be better if this and that happened? And unfortunately, we have to load back from this point, since I don't think I was really allowed to save before that decision.